You should make business cards and just put ANY official has been.
Ah,
AWKWARDCast on Twitch.
I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm basically BoJack Horseman, just real and less depressing, mostly. We'll find out one. We will find out one day. Hello and welcome everybody to the AWKWARDCast. ANY and Keyframe. This really with the new Windows is Keyframe up there. I also need to a new pointy directions. I should.
Max, I feel like we've grown very distant in recent times.
Yeah. I have the feeling we really grow very distant. But yeah, what we do is wondering about random dribbles. So now we have the complete title. And today with us for the very first time, NickyV. Hello and welcome to the show. Who the fuck are you and why should people care?
I don't know. Like, I've long since stopped wondering why.
Great elevator pitch there, Nicky.
I guess, but what do you do? And
okay, so I occasionally make videos about MLP, like reviews and lists and like what if scenarios and that kind of thing. And I'm also doing editing work for I Love Kim Possible a lot right now. I've done a couple of her most recent videos and some intros for her stuff, and like that's been going really well. And
nice.
Other than that, like it's basically all the stuff I'm doing right now.
Just a generally cool dude.
Yeah.
Stealing people's money at casinos.
Hey, it ain't stealing if they're drunk. That's why.
This specific wording. It's oh boy. Anyways, yeah. So, Nicky, what's going on in your life? What's with in general, what's going on in your life? What do you feel like sharing, ranting about, whatever?
Well, right now I'm kind of going through like an interesting phase because at the moment I live with my dad, which kind of whatever. But sometime in the next month they're going to be moving out, and I'm going to be staying here. So I'll finally be like independent and all that stuff.
Ooh,
so it's terrifying, but like.
Okay, not sweet. I take it back.
But at the same time, it's just like, thank God, finally.
Ooh,
Also,
sweet.
But yeah, I've been working as a poker dealer at this casino nearby, and it's been making me good enough money that I shouldn't have to worry about like my financial situation. Yeah, I can still eat even though I'm like tiny as heck.
I mean,
and
you have the theoretical option to eat. If you actually do it, is still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm weighing my options.
Yeah. I mean, look at me. I nearly forgot to eat today properly until an hour ago.
Max, how do you forget to eat?
I don't know. I had a bag of chips next to me and fresh fruit in the refrigerator.
That means you have to go into the kitchen.
Yeah. I went to the kitchen and I got some fruit, and I thought about, hey, you really should eat later.
Not now.
Anyway, about this phase in your life, Nicky.
But yeah, so like this isn't the first time that I've been financially or on my own, basically. Like when I went off to college, like I had a job and was staying with a bunch of roommates, and honestly that time was awesome. And then my financial aid stopped, and I was just like, oh, I have to drop out.
That's great.
We are back at not sweet.
That's good. That's bad. Can I go home now?
The Frogurt is also cursed.
Didn't you do... in preparation for what you are probably going to talk about, Keyframe, during your week, didn't you post some pictures of it?
Hold on, I'll get you them and give it to you on Skype.
But I saw them.
Are you sure it was me or someone who tagged me?
Huh. It could have been pictures on Facebook, actually, where you have been tagged.
Yeah, that's probably what Emily did. Sorry to interrupt you, Nikki. I know your life is very interesting.
It's not.
But are you working on any videos now for your channel or something? Anything on the back burner?
Yeah. There's a couple things I'm working on. For my channel, I'm planning this thing where I'm going to take a bunch of characters and like make a bunch of tiny little videos and talking about every character's best episode, like the best, like basically their finest showing, like the thing that made them really stand out for me. Like I'm gonna do one for, if I can get enough characters, and I'm really close to, but I'm gonna try and make it so that it lasts throughout an entire month, and like kind of like an advent calendar kind of deal.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
That sounds interesting.
yeah. So that'll be coming up sometime soon on my channel. As for editing stuff, right now I'm working on a video for KP about OCs and stuff.
Ooh, that's always a great topic.
Yeah.
I hope you include. I hope if there's any visuals talking about, hey, there's a lot of good OCs out there. I'm sure you'll include your favorite unicorn in there.
I am throwing in a lot of OCs.
A lot of friendos.
Yeah.
Some of my friendos.
So
Like
guys, this is the time when you have to suck up to NickyV. Link in the description down below.
Oh no! Time to suck up to NickyV. Down below.
Well, that is
Phrasing!
Phrasing! Oh, by the way, I got back into Archer.
Oh
Oh well. But yeah.
At NickyV MLP.
Exactly. So yeah.
Oh, we're bringing the horse people back in here. How disgusting.
Oh, boy.
Anyway,
Yeah,
my week.
Kind of. Yeah, your week.
Anyway, talk about your week at HorseCon.
Oh yeah. Well, I have 2 weeks to talk about because I missed the last AWKWARDCast because of HorseCon.
That's
So-
true. I hope you watched it so you don't repeat everything we already said.
I have my own experiences. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wait. Did you talk about me going Hamilton when I was drunk?
British did, yes.
Well, I'm going to talk about it from the drunk person's point of view.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay, so CoxCon.
Ah,
And I just remembered my phone is dead and I haven't uploaded the pictures of me in my cosplay. Damn it.
don't worry. British is a good boy, so I will show the same picture I showed last week.
Oh yeah, Gail put up pictures. By the way,
Wait,
Gail
what?
is a... Yeah, Gail put them up on her Facebook too, so... Because Gail is an awesome mom. But, yeah, CoxCon. I went there the weekend before BronyCon, because I was like, I need to do something fun before a weekend of work.
As everybody knows, it was here last week. I will keep stealing your thunder, I'm sorry.
But, like, so yeah, flew over there. It was the first time that I've ever had an international flight that was just one flight. Because I always have to take connections if I go to Berlin. But, was there. God damn the immigration line, or the passport control.
Mhm.
You walk into Heathrow and you're like, okay, I'm about to go out. My terminal is a terminal that's right next to the bus station that I have to go to. So I'm like, oh, this will be quick and easy. The American line. I was in there for 45 fucking minutes. And when you look over at anything that is EU or UK people, there's no line. They just walk in, boop, boop, walk out. There was no line. And I was just standing there in this non-moving line like, why? What did we do? What, besides Trump, what did we do?
Well, there's your answer.
Shut up!
You are American. Britain is well known for loving Trump, especially Britain is known for loving Trump. So whenever some American people come, they have a special line. They have the European line, which is basically the scanner line, which I was able to go through, like scan it, 10 seconds, done. Then there is the international line, where all the other people go, like 20, 25 minutes. And then there's the American line.
But so got there, then our bus came after waiting. I left my headphones in my suitcase in the lower part of the bus, so I'm like, well, the people around me are going to have to listen to Jack's films on the way there. But I didn't mind, because in the back of the bus, a bunch of teenagers started singing Country Roads.
The song keeps on haunting you.
Yes, and I'm like, these are people that don't look like they like Fallout. Why are they singing it?
They were sincere.
They were sincere. But like, and then after that, Emerald and British and British Mama was there to pick us up, and then we went to eat at a buffet place, which
we don't have pictures from.
But I have a story about this annoying ass kid that was there.
You were encouraging it.
I was not okay.
Oh yes, you were reacting to it.
But objectively, it was encouraging. Subjectively, Emerald and British was calling the kid annoying. I was getting a kick out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was getting a kick out of it, but to anyone else, it would have been annoying. But like, there was just this kid, because there was a family eating in the booth the other way, and he would just come up. I don't know if he saw like my hair and stuff and was just intrigued. This was like a 4-year-old, I guess. And then he would just keep slapping my area of the seat. So I kept taking my chopsticks and looking at him like I'm gonna stab him, and then he runs away. But he kept coming back.
This kid has no fear of death.
And Emerald and British were like, this kid is so damn annoying. I'm like, I love this. Anytime I can threaten a child without any consequence is a good day. But yeah, we did that. Then we went to a pub, which I'm pretty sure they told the story of ANY not having to be carded.
Yes, we already did.
And then we played King's Cup well, first of all, I learned what an Emerald Comet Long Island is. It is death in a cup. Like, it doesn't look like a Long Island iced tea. It doesn't. I drank the whole thing. Then I had another one. And then I had cider. And then I had more. I think I had a sex on the beach or something. I had a lot of alcohol that night. And the memory becomes fuzzy. The receptors of memories turn off at this point. But like, I was like becoming Lin-Manuel Miranda. And then at some point I went into the caravan that I was sleeping in. And then then there's flashes of memories of like, I'm in the caravan, then I'm asleep, then I'm in the caravan, then I'm asleep. And then the next day happens. Still no hangover, which I take great pride in. But then Saturday, CoxCon happens. Cool. Not much happens. I made everyone think I was a monster because we went out for lunch and I ordered a pizza. And they didn't give me a cutter for the pizza. So I folded it up as a giant sandwich, and Emerald says that I am a swine.
Yeah, an uncivilized swine. And
It was an economical way to eat pizza really fast.
So you took an entire pizza,
yes,
folded it into a calzone, and
yes,
you just ate the whole.
In a restaurant.
No, we were in the outside part of the restaurant, so there wasn't as many people
audience, yes, even more audience, because the entire passing audience was like, well, this person cannot be European.
It was an economical way to eat the pizza.
She just unhinged her jaw and was just like...
I did not unhinge my jaw. I didn't take, like, gigantic bites. I was eating it civilized, just it was folded up. And then...
Was it at least a thin crust pizza?
It was a thin crust pizza. I don't do deep dish. Deep dish is a fucking sin. But anyway.
Oh yeah, but I was thinking just like a normal pizza. You fold it a couple of times, it's gonna be like this thick.
It was that thick. It was this thick. But like.
No, I mean like.
Oh, like normal crust. Like, yeah,
like a
no.
normal crust.
But no, it was thin crust pizza. But then Sunday came along. I'm in my full Polly cosplay
Also.
from Monster Prom. So I have the face makeup, the bodysuit, all this stuff. This is the day my great aunt, my grand aunt, and my granduncle decided to visit me for the first time in like 12 years. I was still in full cosplay. Mind
Hi,
you.
Auntie. Hi, Uncle.
But before that,
This is my life now.
Before that, I got picked to go up on the stage to play Mario Party. That was great.
Oh,
They kept calling me the green girl because of the lighting, but everyone around him was like, "That's blue." And then I had people taking pictures with me, which was really surreal but really cool at the same time. And then, the adventure of meeting my family. I told them, I will be in blue makeup. I'm wearing a costume. And they passed around the restaurant like twice before they were like, "Are you Chrissy?" And I'm like, "Yes." Hey! But they were chill. They were chill dudes. I shout out to Ann and Gary. They're cool. But and so that was that. Then Monday we went to Thorpe Park. For the first time, I think I actually retained color, and 10 minutes.
British Twitter. He's covering over this entire segment.
But no, 10 minutes. There was a Walking Dead ride, and it had a 10-minute wait. The ride broke.
And the line was not on 10 minutes, even when we got there. The sign was a lie, and then it even broke.
And then we picked, like, hey, let's go to this water ride, because it's hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Then that breaks while we're in the line, but we're far into the line, so it's like, we can't leave.
We've committed too much.
We've committed, but, that ride was the moment of instant regret for Robert and Max, because they were just like, how everyone who got off this ride looks drenched. There's no safe spot, isn't there? No.
Well, that was the moment where the ladies in the park were swooned when British and I both took off our shirts. We literally did.
They did. I was wearing a crop top, so I already had enough skin. But, by the way, you learn when going to a British water park, there are so many people in Britain who shouldn't have the right to wear bikini tops and short shorts.
It's not just here.
Oh yeah, and this was a phenomenon. Apparently in Britain, the weather because they're not used to hot weather. Apparently, all rules are off when it is hot.
Just strip.
Yeah. So in the park regularly, not just on the water ride, but regularly, a lot of guys ran around shirtless, and girls literally in their bras. Not bikini tops.
Not bikini tops.
Bras. Those as well. Bikini tops as well. For some reason, they knew that there's a little bit of water going on there. But yeah, bras, like shirt off, bra.
Like
okay.
Fine, but besides that, let's move on to HorseCon.
Plop.
Yeah.
A HorseCon, hooray!
Plop. Which one is better?
They're both great. That one.
That one.
By the way, trying to dab like that in a mini skirt is a hard thing to do, but I did it. But so
well done. Your ancestors would be proud.
Yes, I flew back from London, and then I didn't get home till like midnight or 1 a.m. because Brett's tires broke, and then Wednesday evening we flew to Baltimore. So I didn't even have a full night of sleep. That's great. But so yeah, me and Kichi arrive in Baltimore. We had a hell of a ride on getting there because even though I did the same booking, we had 2 different connecting flights. So it was like, oh, you're going to Atlanta. I'm going to Detroit. All right. And we made it to our flights while they were boarding because the bag check-in was Hell, speaking of bag check-ins, I arrive in Baltimore before Taylor. Cool. I'm like, all right, you know what? That was a rough flight there, but I'm here. I'm gonna have my merch. Everything's gonna be great. Why does my suitcase have holes in it? I saw it on the baggage carousel, and there were holes stabbed through the front of the bag. Oh no. Gently pick up the bag, put it down. All I hear is the sound of cascading glass. Open up the bag, half of my merchandise is shattered. And there were other vendors at the baggage carousel with me. So they looked over and they were like, oh no. And so here I am and I'm like, basically what ANY was like in the pre-show, but somehow more restrained. But like, I just spent the half hour waiting for Kichi. Slowly picking out glass from the suitcase to get the paper crafts out.
I'm sure the other vendors were like, "Oh no, that's really shitty for her." But at the same time, they were like, "If hers is like that."
Oh no! Yeah, and then all the people around me were like, going to the Delta people to be like, "Hey, you fucking did this!" Like, more people around me were angrier than I was.
Wow.
Or at least more outwardly angry, I guess is the better term. And they were like, oh, here's a new suitcase and here's a $50 voucher. Bye. And I'm like, is this like $200 in merch? But, so we got to the hotel. Everything was fine. Thankfully, Tom, my shadow box guy, brought new frames. Thank Lord. Mm-hmm. And then I set up. Friday was vending. It went really well. I sold out of things on the first day, and I was like, holy shit. The entire con was like, holy shit, why is this? Oh my god. Because, like, I was selling things that weren't pony. This was, like, my first real thing of outbranching. And the things that weren't pony were the things that were selling out. Like, the rose and pink diamond and the frappies sold out. And all that kind of stuff, and it was like, I was almost out of cutouts and shadow. I ran out of shadow boxes. I was almost out of cutouts by Sunday. It was like, oh my Lord, people like me, because especially when you're next to Blissey, who has the giant twink plushie and a million little Blissies and twinks, is like, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna do that great. No, I did. I fucking did. But besides that, I mean, I was viewing BronyCon as a work weekend, so I wasn't really doing a lot of stuff panel-wise. No one really invited me on panels. But I crashed the analysis panel, which was fun, because all I did was, like, I was just like, I need something to do. Hey, Tim. Hey, Josh. Hey, KP. Hey, Doc. I'm just gonna sit here and be part of this panel. They didn't object. Who took a picture with me and Maddie's backs turned?
It's in Emily's Twitter, so...
Thanks, Emily. I guess you wanted people to have butt shots of me and Maddie. Great.
Who wants gratuitous butt shots?
Yeah! But, like, by the way, KP triggered me. I put up a picture of being like, this is what I'm wearing, so if I'm walking around the con, this is what key is. And then she was like, you look like a mom. I'm like, excuse me? She was like, yeah, you look like a mom that's trying to be cool. You have like the business casual stuff, but you're wearing sneakers and all this.
This was on your...
that was on my Twitter.
Yeah, I recall that.
But like, it's like, I'm not a mom, am I? Everyone was like, yeah, you're kind of a mom. And I'm like,
I remember.
No!
I can't find it. No. Oh, previous awkward guests. Yay!
Hey, yeah, Chi-Chi. But, like, we were... That was fun.
She deleted it to hide the evidence.
Yeah, I have the feeling she did. She totally did.
But, like, besides that, yeah, I crashed the analysis panel by basically giving real talk answers of being like, yeah, this is what these people are telling you, but let me tell you, there's a million dime a dozen copies. Don't do episode reviews.
Yes.
And I could feel it radiating of, You're a weirdo. But then there was the TF2 panel.
It was the
Yeah.
embodiment of that like Marge gif where it's like, it's true, but she shouldn't be saying it.
Yeah, but then the TF2 panel happened, which was I was actually invited on.
Ah,
What?
I just closed the Facebook again. Okay, keep talking. I can find it again.
What? Okay,
Keep
did
talking.
they take pictures of the Okay, fine.
Talking.
Yeah, I can't talk if you're talking over me.
Talk
Shut
quicker.
up.
More talking.
But no, so I was actually on the TF2 panel. I'm kind of hidden behind the Twink plushie.
Oh yeah, but you see a little bit of red hair there.
You see my little beacon. That is my streak. But why I was on that panel, besides the fact that I'm so loved, was I was showing the rough animation for one of the TF2 reanimated, specifically the one based off Hennessy Heresy with ANY having essentially a mental breakdown, and it felt so good. I almost started crying because the applause was not what I was expecting, and I didn't expect people to laugh as much as they did. But the moment that was like, it was like, mercenary, because I had the original clip play beforehand, so you had the original clip, and then mine, and the amount of extra movement ANY has because of it, I think took them aback, because they were like, mercenaries, explosions, and everyone just roared. And then when ANY grabs her in the rough animation and squeezes her so her eyes bulge out of her head, everyone was like, that
was my favorite part.
They laughed so hard, and it was so, and I just felt so good. It was like, hey, people are actually excited to see what I'm doing, and it was the first time of one of my animated projects being shown to a wide audience, and it was like, hey, my self-esteem just went up a couple points.
Hey.
And then BronyCon ended the way BronyCon ends. We went to Hooters because every other place was full, and then we did the Atomic Hot Wings that British did. Let me tell you, he's a wimp. Those were good.
Yeah, they weren't that bad.
They weren't that bad. It was me, Nikki, and Science Steel Rail who ate them. And,
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah. And then what we did, it was me, Sketchy, Nikki, Science, and Master Code. And everyone was at their own tables, so we were just in our own collective bubble talking about series finales. And then it evolved into us playing Smash or Pass with a bunch of fictional cartoon characters, and that went on for an hour?
Oh yeah.
It was great. It was
and even better, like the people at the next table over, I think it was like Irish John and a couple other people.
Kitty and everyone.
Kitty. Yeah, they were overhearing us, and like they just turned like, what the fuck are you doing?
What was I think it was a specific character we mentioned, and then they were like, what the fuck are you doing? What was it though? It wasn't a pony.
It was some crazy character, because I remember the line, she'll chop your dick off.
Oh, Azula! We were talking about Azula.
Sounds appropriate.
Yes.
Probably burn it off, but she's also pretty good with
Either way,
martial arts.
it will come off.
But if she burns it, but a burned off dick is pretty hot.
How was your week? I think.
Let's change the subject.
Yeah, so BrodyCon was fun. It was a fun con, and it's going to be cooler next year because it's the last. But so how was your week, ANY? I'm sure you had a lot of magical adventures.
Oh, totally. Thankfully, not so much, so we will not go too much overtime. Mostly back to normal life after. Wait, actually, BritCon was 2 weeks ago because last week we talked about it. That's how it works. The little bit of stuff that happened that I don't really find qualifies for media yet was Yuri dragged me into trying out World of Warcraft again.
Yeah.
And I have to say, so I tried it. I tried it on stream, which will probably come out on my Let's Play channel in a few weeks once I've caught up to it, which takes forever. But the VOD might still be here on Twitch. But yeah, it was like I mean I had a good time. It was fun running around with Yuri doing stuff, but I also didn't really have like, hey, the field, and we even started the as Worgans, which for anybody who has not played this particular race, they have a lot of actual story going on. Normally, it's for you generate characters, gets dropped in the fully civilized zone, and you're like, hello, new human hero, go hunt some rats over there. Okay, and everything is established. With the Worgen campaign, you actually play through the history how the Worgens became Worgens, which is basically werewolves. So there's actually shit going on story-wise, but still it was like, yeah, killing 5 of those dudes, killing 3 of those, collecting a little bit of stuff. I played World of Warcraft, what was it, 11 years ago, and on the one hand I can say they changed a lot, but then again it still feels completely the same. And I even gave it a chance, like, okay, doing stream, it was a little bit stressful. I had to keep my persona up. I had an audience to keep in mind and entertain. So I actually sat down and started new again with a nice undead warlock. And yeah, I played him until level 10 or something in an evening. But even that, after that, I was still like, yeah, I don't really need to go back to it.
By the way, to the person who asked who Azula is, it's
yeah, Firelord Princess. Yeah,
her.
Yeah,
she'll burn your dick off.
Crazy bitch.
Oh yeah.
You don't stick your dick in crazy.
You don't do that, or you shouldn't. But yeah, besides that, so I don't see this becoming a media anytime soon. Maybe I give it another try when I have really too much time and even buy 1 month of subscription, because some features are also locked behind that. But yeah, I didn't really feel the magic, I will be honest there. Fun fact, I got a little bit into Warcraft lore and the entire drama about taking Sylvanas Windrunner, one very interesting character around since Warcraft 3, who was always a deep character with a tragic backstory, and so they, with everything how it looks currently with the newest add-on that comes out any day now, they seem to turn her into eyebrow-swirling evil. I mean, she doesn't have a mustache, but she has those elven eyebrows. She is so evil. It's like either
I turned her into the Hots version of her.
Yeah, it's basically very yeah, why Blizzard? Why? So yeah, that's the thing where I probably will stay interested in the surrounding thing of Warcraft, but I am not sure I will continue playing it because I also don't have time, as you will see with the next media, with my media which I talk about, which I wasted the last 2 days in. No, one last fun thing that happened this week. So one morning I come into my kitchen and fruit flies. Fucking fruit flies. And here's the thing, I think this is very unfair by the universe, because I even keep my compost in the fridge to keep my yeah, I know, you would think like, whoa, that sounds gross, but no, I keep it in the fridge because first of all my fridge is magical and nothing in it rots, so even the compost stays fresh. Think about that for a moment. But yeah, so I don't attract fruit flies, but I don't know, something in my regular trash must have attracted them. But yeah, basically, what this led to was I went complete college boy on my kitchen.
Did you just slap everything?
Oh! Nope, not slapping. I burned the living fuck out of them.
Was there any collateral damage?
Nope.
Good boy. Nicky looks impressed and terrified. See, just saying, it's fine doing that in your kitchen. I don't know the good idea of doing this around your expensive computer setup and the foam that is probably flammable on your walls.
The foam, that's a good point. I probably should not do this in this room.
I'm waiting for like 5 seconds from now until like, oh god, like he looks over his computer and it's just like, yep, everything's on fire. So this is going to be the end of the awkward cast.
It's forever. No, my thing is more if it gets singed and burned, the noxious fumes that would come from the foam. Like, you just see ANY get more and more like,
Because I got her. Because I got her. Because I got her.
He gets
And
slightly
then
more drunk
throws
than
up
usual.
everywhere, like, oh my lord.
No. I would be like,
Max, did you hit the Hennessy again?
good stuff.
No, that's just that. No, then you just get poisoning, and you're like, I'm gonna just go lie down on the floor for a bit. Can one of you guys call 999?
But yeah, besides that, I still have not bought my ticket for Eurofurns yet, but I really should do. I know.
This is the plane tickets. This is the plane tickets for CoxCon all over again.
But this time I was doing it, and then now I needed to wait for a reply mail, which arrived by now. So yeah, it's a bit tricky for Eurofurn. So you register, then you get an automated register mail, but then you need to wait for another mail that actually allows you to book a ticket.
Yeah, it's dumb, because I paid for mine, and I also bought all my equipment for my Squirrel Girl costume the other day. I was like, okay, I paid everyone that I need to pay. Now to buy the fun stuff.
But yeah. But besides that, not much interesting happening this week. I got back into Archer. I realized that I
Good.
neglected
Good boy.
my entire thingy, my entire Netflix for a while. I mean, it turns into the gym. I pay for it, but I don't use it. One more reason against getting World of Warcraft, I guess. I don't need another thing that I pay monthly without actually using.
Yep.
Yep.
I finally got into a Gretzko.
Oh, but then again,
Oh.
it's short. So a Gretzko you can do in one session, and also good shit.
Yeah,
Good shit.
like I went over to a friend's house and she was just like, "Okay, I got Netflix open. What do you want to watch?" And she was just scrolling through, and it was just like, a Gretzko. I've been meaning to watch that, and we watched the whole thing together, and it was fucking amazing.
Tell me about it.
All I know is that when I actually can get the TV in the living room, because that's the thing that has Netflix, but everyone's watching Scrubs and Sabrina the Teenage Witch all the fucking time. There's a show that I saw called The Hollow that's on there that looks really cool. It's like a mystery show, and I really want to watch it. But that's not my media, because I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. Also, I love it. Wake me up! Wake me up inside!
Wake me up inside!
I can't wake up!
Save me!
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, I know, Enigma. I don't have Netflix on my own, so I have to like get it
I
off
have
of
to
other people.
steal it from my friends.
But yeah.
Speaking of which, friends, what's
yeah.
your media?
Exactly. Besides hunting flies, not getting into World of Warcraft, what I got into for the last few days, which probably everybody stalking me on Discord noticed, Antihero. So, what is Antihero, you might ask? Well, let's check out one of the last WTF is by Total Biscuit to just get an impression. It is basically a turn-based strategy game. So it's probably not everybody's cup of tea. So if you are already like, oh wow, this sounds exciting, then maybe not your game. But on the other hand, if you are like, oh yeah, I'm totally into this shit, stay tuned, because this is actually a nice representation of the genre. So it's completely turn-based. You have a certain amount of actions with your main hero. You can buy more characters throughout the game. Let's go forward a little bit. Wow, he's playing very slowly. Why is he buying this character? Oh my god, TB, you were really not a good gamer.
Wow!
Just saying. I mean, he never stated that he would be one. So, no. But as you can see, you have you have actually only two types of resources, like with money and those upgrade thingies in form of lanterns, because lanterns. But yeah, you are a thief character, the Robin Hood style, I guess. You have your little urchins. You have your skill tree where you build up new skills and a bigger army and whatnot. And you usually fight against, at least as far as I have come, one other guild who is trying to collect victory points, which is the lines you see here, like getting, and whoever gets the victory points full first has won this round. And yeah, the mechanics very simple, but Later, this becomes hard as hell. There's a tiny aspect of luck to it. So the layout of the level is always the same, street-wise, but the individual blocks can differ a little bit, and different special buildings can be on the blocks. And you always have this particular building that gives you points right next to your starting point, but everything else needs to be discovered, and then you need to actually occupy the buildings. And so there, you can, in no level, you cannot go in one level and learn an order of steps by memory. You cannot memorize an order of steps and be like, okay, now I know how to beat this level. You cannot crack it this way. Like you can, for example, with Defense Grid, where it always is exactly the same pattern that arrives. This is not here, so you actually need to master the skill of the game to actually be good in the level in any circumstance. I dare to say that you can maybe have a fucked up starting point where you only have less useful buildings around you while the enemy AI has good ones, and then you actually, the luck aspect might actually play into it negatively. But usually, overall, I would say it's mostly really strategic. Once you have mastered the game mechanics, it's actually pretty challenging. There's like normal. Normal is usually once you have overcome the hurdle in the start, then it's actually you can barely lose anymore. But the most recent one I played on hard, it's really hard. Like you would not think how stressed out you can get by a turn-based game. But if this kind of game is down your alley at all, check it out in the next Steam sale, or watch the WTF by Total Biscuit. I guess I'll link it in the description down below. And see if this interests you. If it's appealing, get it. Within its genre, it's definitively fun. I played half of the campaign yesterday and today, and I'm already pretty much like, yep, I'm loving this shit. And this was Antihero. So, hooray! Who wants to go next? Yes, the gentleman with the beard and the short curly hair.
Ah, yes.
No, okay, let's go Keyframe first. So which one? Because somebody bent the rules again.
I'll go really quick with the heart boner one, and then I'll go deeper with the other one.
This is heart boner, I guess.
Yes. Just cause. Oh yes. So, Ninja Sex Party is released a new song, and it's a love song, like a comedic love song, but it's a love song. And I wanted to bring up this video because not only WoW has their production value gone up so much in the past few years, but also this actually has a lot of animation in it, like a little bit more forward. It's actually with like Disney-esque animation, and it was really, really nice. Like, it's very nice looking animation, and God. I love.
Oh, okay. Now I
Dan-
get why you say Disney-esque. The anime specifically.
Yeah, and I like Danny's new just his new style with the new bodysuit and having the 80s makeup on his eyes because he's done it for the past few videos and stuff. I think he's done it since the Rocket Man music video.
Oh my God, Ninja is a horse, so they have basically been riding Ninja.
They've been they were riding Ninja Brian. But just saying, people ask me, who is your perfect man? Because my taste in men has a wide array, from Tulio and Nick Wilde to Shaggy. You're looking at him. Danny is the perfect man. He's an older guy, he's funny, he's lanky, and he's Jewish.
I mean, we haven't reached the Q&A part yet, but I still have to ask at this point, Keyframe. So how much resistance did Golden Fox give you when you tried to put this makeup on him? And I
haven't tried yet. Keyword
coming soon.
But,
come on. Where's a good shot? Where's a good shot of his face? Come on.
He doesn't look anything like Brett.
Oh, come on. There. This makeup, I can totally. Okay, now we have to focus on
perfect
the
shot.
Absolutely. But here, I can see Golden Fox with this. And with the glitter suit. And I mean, he used to have longer hair, so maybe we can get him back to it with a little bit of curls.
No. But just listen to this song, and Cool Patrol is supposed to be coming out, which is the name of the album, is supposed to be coming out on sometime soon for pre-order and stuff, so I am definitely pre-ordering it because all the songs that they have premiered from it, from Cool Patrol to Orgy for One to this one, everything just sounds...
lengthy. Sorry.
He is lanky!
Oh my god, look at those thin...
Look at those legs!
Yeah, look at those thin, twig-like arms and legs. But sorry, Cool Patrol.
But yeah, no, just pre-order it, support Ninja Sex Party, because what was really cool about this specific song was that Billboard, so like the big music people, advertised it, being like, hey, Ninja Sex Party has a new thing out, and they're actually charting on real charts, and it's just cool when a YouTube person and people have worked their way into the mainstream, because it's still quite a wall to climb, and to see them, a comedy music group, do that is really cool, and I like it. Yeah.
It's true.
So, how do you wash your mouth out of heart boner? Something wholesome, which is a channel I found recently called Story Corpse, which is basically this guy travels with this like trailer thing across the U.S. and just records people's stories. And some of the videos are just like typography, but a good amount of the videos, their most popular ones, are animated. And it's a lot of different stories, from people just interviewing elderly family members, talking about memories, to stuff like, this specific one is that this guy was in a family of 7 or 8, and he was the oldest, and he was gay, and his parents basically kicked him out of the house. But all the kids got estranged from their parents, and he was the one to reconnect the families together, the sisters and brothers together. And it was really sweet. And then there's other stories like talking about the younger brother of one of the people who were on the Challenger, the rocket ship that blew up, and talking about how when he was a kid, this was back when there was still segregation of like colored only and stuff like that. And when he was a little kid, he was like, I want these books. And he was like, I'm going to call the police about it. And he just sat there and he was like, I'll wait. And even stuff like talking about families of people who were in the Twin Towers, and a lot of interesting stories, tidbits of people's lives. And I don't know, I find it very interesting to just hear about things that seem mundane, but just hearing that everyone has their interesting stories to tell, and seeing a channel actually bring those to light and being like, hey, you don't need to exaggerate a million things, because so many people on YouTube put on a very exaggerative persona or flex their money and all this stuff. Sometimes it's just nice to hear a wholesome story. And I really like it, and I recommend Story Corpse. It's a lot of feel good stuff, and stuff that will make you cry, because it's definitely stuff that comes from the heart. It's probably some of the most genuine content I found on YouTube. So yeah, go watch Story Corpse.
Yeah. So, Nicky, you haven't even told me yet what your medium is.
Frick.
Tell me something, quick!
Okay.
Drop the title.
So,
I'm good at it.
I'm trying to think of what the name is. I saw of this game that came out kind of recently. I saw Markiplier do a playthrough of it, and I'm trying to, while she was talking, I was trying to find it in his, back catalog, and I can't freaking find it.
Markiplier.
It was basically just this kind of platformer where you, jump from these rising platforms to another, and, it had a really cool soundtrack to go with it, and...
I know what you're talking about, but what is it? I'm trying to find it.
It's a one-word title. Yeah, see, it's not in his freaking back catalog. I don't know if he deleted it or something, but, frick, I can't find it. But, alright, so...
Tricky. So there is this game out there. It's a platformer. It has a kick-ass soundtrack.
Yeah, and you have to find it. Good luck with that.
What else can you tell us about this mysterious game, Nicky?
Give us more clues.
Yeah. Maybe somebody in the audience can find it in the live audience.
Yeah, okay, maybe Jack played it.
Okay, maybe drop more clues. Drop more clues.
Is it dearevil.exe?
Close. That sounds like a platformer, but no. Okay. What was it?
Is it part of the 5 weird games? Yeah, I assume you mean Jacksepticeye? When you say Jack.
Okay, yeah, I think it was part of the 5 weird game.
Oh wait, okay, 5 weird games. I'm going back. I'm on it.
We're deducing this mystery.
Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Okay. Oh, it's an hour long stream, so there's an actual realistic chance. So let's see, what other weird games do we have? No, we have no timestamps. That's sad.
Bowling.
Okay.
Someone drinking.
Something with picking ants. This doesn't look like a. Nicky, you have to look if we have found it. So here's something with ants. Okay, this is not ants anymore. It was not a platformer. Is this what the hell?
Oh, I remember that. That was like
Octodad meets I don't even know. Okay, this one? Oh, what the hell?
I think it's succeeding with the 5 weird games category.
That's true. And it's just a shark going, what the?
Yeah,
it's like Goat Simulator.
Yeah. Okay, is this one? This doesn't really look like one either.
Creepy.
This have not been 5 games. This were 4. I must have missed one.
Yeah.
So we have
Refunct.
We have. Oh wait! This looks like a platformer. Right. It
Someone in the comments got it. It was called Refunct.
Refunct.
Okay.
Yes.
We're getting there. We're getting there. So who played Refunct? It was Jack.
Jack.
It was
Jack.
It was Jack. The other.
Yes.
Hair-colored dude with colored hair, whatever. Even so, he could.
Hair.
Yeah. Even so. Okay. Oh yeah, that thingy's coming out of the ground. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So basically, you have to go from platform to platform and hit the button, and every time you hit a button, a new batch of platforms rise up. And as it goes along, they have it's weird how they do it. Like, you get achievements every so often that ask you, like, how are you feeling today? Do you feel loved? And all that kind of thing.
Oh, so
I don't play these games for counseling.
So more or less in the a little bit in the feel of getting over it.
No, not at all. It's like
they're getting over it.
Like, getting over it makes you want to kill someone.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like,
but it also asks you how you feel and shit.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, but it does so in kind of a
about
condescending way.
Yeah.
It does so in kind of a dickish way. This does it in earnest, and but the platforming is really it's really tight, and you basically can jump. Like, there's never a jump that you make that you feel like, I'm going to come up just short and fuck this up. Like, it's really smooth and just a ton of. Like, I played it a little bit on Steam, and it is freaking fun to play. So.
Oh, and with the kick-ass soundtracks, you meant very relaxing music, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like kick-ass in kind of like a.
I feel
okay.
good.
Because I mean, sadly, this Discord doesn't support system sound, so you cannot hear it. But I'm playing it right now for the audience. It is very chill and. I mean, this might just be our different understanding of kick-ass, because I was more like dum-dum-dum.
No, it's zen-ass.
Ah.
It feels zen.
Not kick-ass, zen-ass. Okay,
yes.
I get it. Now I get it.
I do have kind of a weird interpretation.
No, it's absolutely fair, so...
I'm kicking all of the ass right now.
Wait, you have
kicking all the ass in the most zen way possible.
First-person wall jump, that's brutal.
Yeah,
oh, boy. Yeah.
I kind of wish the game was a little longer, but I feel like it's
give you motion sickness.
Well, I wouldn't play it in a VR. Let me put it like this. Yeah, a
I'm
lot of
trying to
factoring
imagine it in
and-
VR, and that.
It's fascinating to look at. It's hypnotizing.
Mhm.
So, Refunct is the name of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't know what the name is in reference to, like what that word means.
It just sounds like a play on words of the word defunct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but instead of defunct, you're refund.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, maybe it's because you're making all this like gray, gray city-like thing all green and grassy again.
Yeah. So there's also a kind of
Yeah.
ecological message, the environmental message. Isn't this beautiful?
How beautiful.
I know, right?
Hi.
Yeah. So before
Yes.
Mark Septiceye also tries to
Mark Septiceye?
yeah, Mark.
What?
It's not how the
Sep-
ship name works.
No, this is
Septiplier.
Oh, no, also not bad. No, this is basically the fusion between them, not the ship.
Oh, so it's not the ship. They decided to do a fusion dance, and they became the sum of their parts.
Yeah, basically. Refunct.
I actually wonder
Hey.
Jacksepticeye Markiplier fusion. I wonder if someone's drawn that.
Probably.
Oh, they have.
Of course they have. Share link in Skype, please, since otherwise everything gets destroyed
I will.
again.
I'm just trying to find. I'm looking for a decent one.
Well, you mean a safe for work one?
No, a decent one.
Wait, is it-
half of these are
Oh.
half of these are just one half is red and the other half is green.
Also, I wanted to a fusion actually should usually be safe for work. It's more the ship pictures where we should be more worried about.
Oh, I've seen some Septiplier pictures.
Oh boy.
Oof.
They exist.
So this is yeah. But
This is a fusion.
fuck you, new fucking ass Skype. God, I'm angry about this shit.
Do you want me to send you a link instead of just sending the picture directly?
Probably, yeah, because new Skype doesn't download pictures anymore automatically, and when you click them, it
How does
doesn't
it not?
open them. It opens them within the Skype window.
Oh,
I
that's
guess I could do that. So yeah, it's very Steven Universe, as you can tell, because the eyes and arms get kept.
Yeah, he has eyebrows.
I
goes.
see what you did there. Also,
But
I
anyway.
like the Fusion logo actually.
That is a cool
Top of the
logo. I would wear that.
It's a septic
Top of the morning to
eye.
you, friends. My name is Mark Septiplier.
Nice. But yes, so onward to the questions. The question theme song. But
Yay, we don't have a question theme song. We need a question
I-
theme song. I also
Unirob, get on it.
Da 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 da. It's questions.
Okay, that's our theme. Da 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 da. It's questions. Not good ones, not bad ones, just
questions. You know. We actually, I believe this is the first week where we literally got not a single question on Skype, on Twitter. God, I cannot tell all those blue colored thingamagigs
things
apart.
apart.
Yeah.
But okay, we actually got a lot of questions for our special guest.
Ooh, that's true.
So Nikki from Starflash, what's it like being in KP's team? Is it fun? Don't worry, you're in a safe place.
No, it's how do I put this? I like doing the work, and she does expect stuff to come out. It feels very professional. I'll put it like that. Like, you can't dick around on there and just be like, I don't feel like doing the thing today. No, if you're assigned to it, you fucking do it. And I have nothing bad to say about my time on Team KP so far. It's been really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it would be surprising if after she got a lot of feedback, not all constructive, but after she got feedback, this would basically be the only thing where you could say this is unforgivable when she gets critical feedback and does not change anything. But yeah, obviously she got her shit together, so 2 thumbs up for that. I still haven't.
But
I'm still working on it desperately, and that's the reason why I still haven't really gotten very far with the next That Stupid script after Superman. So,
Yeah.
yay.
But moving on from existential crises, Denim asks, what mobile or other casual game have you sunk way too much? Oh, I have an answer for that.
Or other casual game. I guess HOTS doesn't count as casual game.
Hey, it's become that for us, I guess.
Probably.
But all I think when I think of you and games that you've sunk way too much time in, I just think of that Fallout Shelter game you played on your phone for like 7 months.
Actually,
Like,
not that much. Surprisingly little, because it grew for a short period. Yes, I played it intensely, but the air was out of it pretty quickly because it's one of those mobile games. I mean, it's even free, so from all the mobile games out there, I have to say this is really one of the more decent ones. I believe, as far as I've been told, they actually designed the game as a playable and enjoyable experience, and then the corporation came in and demanded that they add in-game purchases. So the game was not designed around in-game purchases as so many mobile games are nowadays. So it's a fun game, but it's also, yes, I will admit, mobile casual game-wise, it probably is one of the top candidates where I sunk time into, only beaten probably by Honeypop. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a match 3 at the end of the day.
It's a fun game. I'm not going to deny that. Mine is a.
You are not being judged here.
Yeah, mine is a mobile game, and surprisingly enough, it's a game that came from Adult Swim Games, and it's a.
Those are usually fun.
Yeah, Robot Unicorn Attack 2, and it's just an endless run game, and you have a unicorn, and you can give it power-ups, abilities, wings, all this stuff, and you just dash, jump, break monsters, and it has a nice soundtrack, it has a nice look to it. I have spent many of plane rides listening to movies and just playing this game intensely and trying to get the highest score possible. Like, I don't know what's so hypnotizing about that specific game, but it is. The only game that I think has beaten that is Bejeweled.
There was a Adult Swim game that I was into a little while back. It was like it was a snowball rolling down a hill kind of game, and you just like destroy cabins and like trees and everything else on the mountain. And I was into that for a little while, but it was good. I did sink a lot of hours into Pokemon Go.
Yep, you know what? Everything gets dashed Pokemon Go. I still have that game.
I never even installed it.
Well, of course
I go through periods.
But
I go through periods of installing it, and I'm thinking about reinstalling it on my phone because I like the way my job works right now. I'm not getting a ton of like exercise and stuff, so I'm thinking about getting that again and just like going for some walks and stuff and picking up like all the Pokemon because I haven't picked it up since Gen 3 hit.
Yeah.
So I should get back into it, I think.
Yeah.
What team are you on, Keith?
I'm on Team Instinct, baby.
Oh yeah, that's right. We said that at the Hooters.
Yeah, we said it at Hooters, and everyone was like, "You guys are trash babies," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's why you pick them." Yeah, but like, I just remember Max telling me that people would walk around the office when Pokemon Go first came out.
So some of the people, even of the colleagues, were like, "Hey, lunch break." But this was when the first wave hit and everybody was playing it, because it might sound like a cliche that I work in a startup in Berlin and have a lot of very typical hipsters as my co-workers, but let me tell you, when you work in a startup in Berlin, you have a lot of typical hipsters as your co-workers who jump on any bandwagon, even if it's not usually down there in LA.
Let's go to the faraway place for lunch, Max. I want to go to Emporium.
But I have the feeling that maybe Pokemon Go was actually even the one, totally not the person who was asking had in mind or was thinking about. And totally did not go out recently during the hot weather so much that she managed to get teint on the other underside of her arms.
How?
Running around with the phone like this the entire time in your hand. So sunlight.
Oh, like,
God damn it.
yeah.
Hey, you run around like this.
Dork Princess, I thought the hype died down. It kind of did, but at the same time, like...
It's just sustainable.
Yeah, the hype maybe.
It's sustainable and it's a good excuse to, like, get outside, which is what people like us desperately need.
Yeah. But anyway, so, for Nicky again from Enigma Royal Prince.
Oh boy.
So, Nicky, what do you think of SummerSlam's potential to not be a fucking waste of time and money? And how come you won't be appearing on so much of the Haymakers podcast anymore?
I appear on the Haymakers most of the time. Like, it's actually Calcos left because he was just kind of like he tried getting back into it around WrestleMania, and like he's been trying to stay into it, but like to be quite frank, WWE right now is not in a great place creatively. Like a lot of the stories, especially on Raw, just slow and meandering and not going anywhere. Like there's these two women, Sasha Banks and Bayley, and it feels like they first got into a kind of feud together like 8 months ago, and they haven't fucking pulled the trigger on like one of them just beating the shit out of them. Actually, I take that back. They did it once, and then 2 weeks later they act like it didn't happen. So it's just
retconning.
Yeah, it's annoying. That being said, yeah, SummerSlam's probably not going to be amazing. Like Ronda Rousey's probably going to win the women's title, so that'll be fun. Like, but other than that, I don't have too high hopes about SummerSlam. Oh, by the way, Ronda Rousey's in WWE right now, so that's a thing. The MMA fighter.
I know the MMA fighter, but I'm just saying a lot of WWE stuff goes over my fucking head.
Okay.
The only thing about WWE I know is the group of three that plays the trombone and has unicorn horns.
The New Day.
Yeah, the New Day.
Great. But that being said, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 looks like it's going to be really, really fun. Take down the picture. Just did. Oh, third of that has been redacted.
Put that in the garbage. Right in the garbage.
It's getting the Benoit treatment.
Oh, ooh. But, so, okay, let's see. What's another question?
NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 looks like it's going to be really good.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one from Starflash. For all of us. Mm-hmm. Ask Awkward. If you could swap places with one of the students in Class 1A in My Hero Academia, who would it be? Do we get the powers of the person that we switch with?
I just wanted to say, if you are just one member of the class, I mean, am I still me, or do I get to experience riding basically in one of the people, like, for example, being John Malkovich, where this is maybe a movie that probably a lot of people have not seen because it's older and obscure and shit, but basically there's a door, and when you go through the door, you are in the head of John Malkovich, and you look through his eyes, like, literally, but he's still just John Malkovich. Yes, you do get the quirks. Yeah, so you don't get the quirks, you just...
No, you do. You do get the quirk. So if do I have to pick 1A? Because if I want to just pick anyone from the school, I want to be the girl from 1B that can have the giant hands. Because that just sounds like a fun power.
He wants yaoi hands.
I live with baby hands. I want bigger hands. But
those hands are so great. The hashtag greatest head.
I will drop kick you.
I have the greatest hands in the world. I have a friend. He's also the greatest black guy in the world, and he says, my hands are so incredible. No, not incredible. It's not a word he uses. Too many syllables.
Why does he know why does the black guy know how good his hands are?
This is a question this is a question Sarah Bucklehanders, or whatever her name is, will answer. Not
Sarah Bucklehanders? You hate Sarah Huckabee Sanders?
That's what I said.
Well done.
Well, we killed Keith.
You nailed it.
But no, I guess in 1A I would switch places with Froppy. Hug the Panders. What?
What?
So I haven't gotten around to watching My Hero Academia yet, so I'm trying to figure out who all is in 1A. Is it
The guy with the rockets in his legs, Froppy, the main character, the girl that can make things defy gravity, the girl with the earphone jacks as earlobes, Momo, the girl that can make things come out of her skin and wears the worst costume out of everyone, Diaper Baby, and I think the guy that can shoot a fucking laser from his... I know it's his stomach, but it's from his crotch, let's face it.
So, but yeah, who would I want to...
Probably either Momo or Crotch Dick Man.
There you go. Crotch Dick Man.
I'm not taking that back. I nailed it. I perfectly nailed it.
Yeah, what I mean, there are the obvious, like, Bakugo, Midori, and not Zuko.
Belly button, right.
But the overpowered... The overpowered one. So, oh yeah, the Dark Shadow one. That's actually... but he's so emo. I don't even know. I mean... Let's face it, the asshole from 1B who can literally imitate every power.
That would be you.
That would be me. I mean, his power is pretty shit.
It's OP as fuck.
Isn't this even... We had a while back, we had the question like, hey, which would be your quirk? And didn't we actually come up with something that
you had a mimicking, like, you had like a mimicking changeling power or a hive mind power.
I literally had his power. Okay, hive mind was a different one, yeah, that's true. But yeah, 1A, I don't know.
I'm trying to think what my quirk would be.
Rocket Leg Man. You could finally have strong knees.
Yay!
Or not just a quirk, but with my weak knees.
that would just be all for one, and it's like, time to use my quirk. The legs just come off.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pouring down rain right now. So if I mysteriously disappear, then lightning struck my house and I'm dead. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, good to know. Okay, I think we have time for one more question because there weren't a lot of questions today. This question's okay. There's one for me. That's a quick one, and then.
I mean, Enigma has asked multiple ones. Plus,
so we're just who do you expect to come to BronyCon's last convention next year, and what would you like the con staff to have for the attendees to do? Easy. Everyone's gonna be there.
Probably.
My entire Twitter feed was, well, I guess I need to go now. Guess I'm going. Guess I'm going. Guess I'm going. Guess I'm going.
And here's the weird thing. Because everybody is going, it's like, hey, cool, everybody's there. Now I am going. I personally would not go, oh no, it's the last BronyCon, oh no. But it's like, hey, all the cool kids are there. Well, that's a good enough reason.
But,
question mark on the cool, but okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah, I mean,
we are all still bronies.
I just wanted to say, cool and bronies, I mean, as far as it gets, so...
Hey, buddy, I am the coolest kid around.
Excuse me, nobody...
The coolest?
Excuse me, I'm the one that taught you what a dab was.
But I have those glasses.
Well, that's very true.
And you better deal with it on top of it. Literally.
That does not look comfortable. But what would we want the attendees the con staff to have? Well, all their events at BronyCon are pretty fun. It's a well-ran convention. It's never been a badly ran one. I mean, I would like the obstacle course to be available for Sunday, because god damn it, that thing was fun as fuck. They had it again this year. It was great.
I ran that against Brawny and let's see, Brawny, Heather Blossom, and someone else who I didn't catch the name of. And I won all 3 times, but it felt like my head was about to explode.
I guess my one suggestion is don't do the karaoke at the same time as Bronypalooza. And put them in the literal next rooms of each other. There's a lot of sound leakage there. Yeah. And I don't need to hear Black Griffin off-key sing Beat It while I want to just listen to people sing karaoke. If I want to listen to people sing off-key, I would listen to karaoke. But besides that, What can they do? They can let me have a panel.
What would your panel be about?
I actually have came up with what my panel would be about.
Oh boy. Do
I
tell.
talked about it with Taylor and Blissey. It would be called "You Suck, but Don't Let That Stop You."
That's.
I'm already inspired.
I mean, actually, it's their last BronyCon. They could go along with it. They could be like, in previous years we wouldn't have, we this kind of panel wouldn't have been able to fly. But you know what? This year, let's do it. I mean,
Yes.
try it.
And it's also a 4-day long thing.
They need
so it's
content.
Yeah, I mean, for real,
Yeah.
for real. Go ahead and try it. Just write an application for "You Suck, but Don't Let This Stop You." It sounds
it's
fun, at
essentially-
least.
Oh no, it's essentially. Do you know what a TED Talk is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, you know, it's like the lecture in front of people. What it's essentially me doing is being like, okay, so this is about visual storytelling, character design, stuff like that, stuff I'm versed in.
Mhm.
And I give the first few general tips, and then I stop and I'm like, look, none of these tips, none of anything that I say here will mean anything if you don't have the motivation to do it in the first place. And it's just me going off being like, hey, yeah, when you make your first things, you are going to suck ass. But don't let that stop you, or else you're not going to make a damn thing, which is arguably worse.
And why didn't you make a playlist of like all of our first contents? Like
Yes.
a while back.
That's what inspired me.
Yes.
That's what inspired me. I was like, look, none of it and it's essentially the most aggressive pep talk. That's my elevator pitch. Is like, it's just an aggressive pep talk of being like, you want to draw? Well, you better be prepared to suck for a long period of time. And if you can't withstand that, then you weren't meant to draw.
Oh,
There it is.
another one went private. But yeah, putting the link to this in the description down below
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
doesn't that sound like a fun panel though?
Yeah, it does. I'd go to it.
Yeah, so, and I really just want that because I just really want an excuse to have a panel where I'm not sitting behind a table, I am holding the mic and walking around and being interactive, because because so many panels are just the same panels at every con. And, what?
Oh, those chicken. Okay, two videos have been turned private recently. The
They
problem,
probably got out of the fandom.
yeah, still you don't have
Or
to.
their channel got deleted.
Here, no, it's private. Then it would be deleted video. Heart Song is gone forever now, and this is still up. Okay, Path Analysis is still identifies still as bronies, but
I think it was at BronyCon.
He was at BronyCon. He bought a bunch of sunset
yeah,
shit
yeah,
for me.
that's what I mean. He's still, he isn't a content producer anymore, as far as I know. But yeah, but who? Where? The sad thing is, I do not know who those people are.
Who are you?
Yes, this is the suckiest thing
What you
about
need to
YouTube.
do is like screenshot that whole list so that if somebody
Be like,
else goes
this is
away,
for posterity. If someone deletes or privatizes something else, we know it was you.
Yeah, yeah.
But-
and
you
then-
can't hide forever.
and
But
then
yeah,
we just take
I
the second oldest video.
But no, I was just gonna be like, that's what my panel would be about, because so many panels are just the same panel but at a different
Talking
con.
about.
What? Oh, look at that baby boy! Look at that! Oh, look at that pony generator! Look at the fidgeting!
Who wants some
Oh.
motherfucker? So my name is NickyV.
Oh wow!
On this channel,
Look at that
we're gonna
saturated blue background.
By the
That
way,
is not good.
yeah. Also, you had your voice crack since then, didn't you?
You were a little.
Oh, I had
baby
no
boy.
idea how audio went back then, so
No, but your voice was a little bit higher in the video just now. You guys sadly still cannot hear it.
Your balls didn't drop yet. Your football didn't drop yet.
Yes,
that was 3 years ago.
How old are you?
26.
Oh well, you know,
so
late bloomer.
I guess yeah. Then probably.
Hey, look, ANY is 30 something, and his voice still squeaks.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea.
See, I
But
don't
yeah,
know. Being
Nick-
around these squeaky
Yeah,
boys.
but
Actually, I
but-
turned 27 in a couple of weeks.
But Nikki, how does it feel to see your very first video again publicly exposed with a live audience?
Cringe.
What's a word that is a synonym for cringe?
Embarrassment.
Oh, we will never get a guest to do this, right?
No, we will not.
It just feels awkward.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The meme has seen on this live stream and talk about random crap. It's time for AWKWARDCast. Random guests and funny gags. It's the AWKWARDCast. Artists and analysis. You do not want to miss the AWKWARDCast.